Well, hello YouTube, this is Brian James, a Micro Four Thirds guy once again. Just a very quick video. I've just been watching Tony Northrup doing a review of the 43rumors.com release on the Panasonic Lumix GH5 Mark II. He really does have it in for Micro Four Thirds, doesn't he? I remember in 2019 he made some big bold predictions about the demise of Micro Four Thirds, and he's quoted in this video that he's just done tonight, or yesterday should I say, last evening. He's quoted himself saying what a success he was in his predictions on Micro Four Thirds about the sale of Olympus and things like that. But I remember at the time it was so negative about Micro Four Thirds. Now, I'm not saying that, don't get me wrong, I'm not competing with Tony insofar as views or anything. I've just got my own views, but it just seems so easy to be negative on the Micro Four Thirds format for somebody like that. There's a huge budget behind him, obviously, to pump money into getting the equipment, which an awful lot of us don't have. Even professional photographers don't necessarily have the money to pump into to buy in all that gear. And it seems to be just specification led all the time. You'll have seen from some of my videos, if you watched already, that I tend to buy used or less top of the range cameras. No, top of the range, that's not true actually, because I do tend to buy top of the range cameras, but I do tend to buy slightly older designs. I don't go for the newest thing as soon as it comes on the market. I know some of you do, and I've got no problems with that, but it does seem to be that it's more about the spec and more about the gear acquisition than it is about what you do with it, about the actual the content of the photos rather than necessarily the quality. I've seen some stunning photos. We had somebody talk at my Rotary Club today, and some of the photos he was showing us have won awards. Yet, if you look at them, there's issues with them. They weren't necessarily shot in the newest cameras. And so, in fact, some of the better shots were taken quite a few years ago on cameras which now wouldn't even be looked at. So, I'm not really whinging. It's not meant as a whinge, but it's an observation. I just don't understand why there's such a negativity from this man who does incredible reviews on things. He really is good, but it seems just a determination to be negative about Micro Four Thirds. That's my call on it anyway. I just feel quite down about that. I do have a belief in a buy-in to the Micro Four Thirds system. I don't have problems with full frame cameras. I don't have problems with APS-C cameras. I do tend to have problems though when it's more about the gear than it is about the content of the photographs or the content of the video. So, don't know what you think. Leave a comment below. Try not to be scathing either me or to Tony. It's not meant as a nasty thing on that. It's an observation purely. But I still have a huge belief in the Micro Four Thirds, and I think there's some good things coming. I can see some big sensors coming. I can see some improvements in the autofocus. I think he is right when he's saying that this GH5 Mark II is a small upgrade before we get a big upgrade with a GH6. We wait to see. But let us know what you think underneath. My name is Brian James, a Micro Four Thirds guy. If you like this, please hit the subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and think about leaving a comment below. All the best. Thanks. Bye-bye.